everyone, it's Billy Juliana here, and if you are new to the channel, I welcome you, and if you are returning, I thank you for coming back. And let me just proceed with the purpose of today's video. I'll take my glasses off as is customary since they reflect a little bit, and it's a little distracting. But this is another video in the series of eating to mental hunger. What does it look like? And I will say that this is an intro to the day of eating, but I'm actually filming the intro in the midst of the day. So I've already had breakfast and some of the other things, the footage that I'm going to roll right after I finish talking. And I just want to say, as usual, any demonstrative eating video is personal, and filming a day of eating kind of video is a little risky for people in recovery, because anything you see out there is potentially triggering. Even what I'm doing, which is not particularly focused on a health type thing or anything. I'm just going with what my body wants, that kind of stuff. But I can still be triggering to other people because other people might be eating more. But I just want to say that wherever you are in your recovery, just keep doing what you're doing. If you're eating a lot more, that's great. That's actually a wonderful thing. And I've got my token sound effect, the motor passing by, and it's going slowly too. It's giving me a good run. All due respect, carry on safely to your destination. Okay, that was enough of that. So, where was I? That thing threw me off. Anyway, so yes, of course the content here may be triggering, and I don't want any of it to be triggering. I want it to be inspiring, encouraging, and reassuring. And I'm speaking mainly to older adults in recovery. That doesn't mean that younger people can't watch, because a lot of the same things apply. But I'm a little bit older. I'm 49, and I was first diagnosed with anorexia when I was 9. So this has been a 40-year haul. Now, I've been in recovery as propounded by the experts, Tabitha Farrar, Elisa Orris, and Kayla Rose Katecki. I call them the experts. Gosh, more sound effects. I've been following their methods of recovery for a couple of years now. So I'm a couple of years down the road, 35 pounds down the road, and or more. And so I've had times in the past where I've really gone in big and just eaten tons and tons in one sitting, like a whole cake. And then there have been times when I've pulled back and restricted and stuff. So it's been a little bit of a bouncy journey for me so far. And I got stuck in quasi-recovery for a little while, if you haven't seen my other videos. So I'm trying to pull myself out of that now. And that's kind of what this channel is about. It's pulling myself out of quasi-recovery and offering for older people, just a look into someone who's going on the recovery journey following these methods. And so I've got a lot of mental hunger. My body still wants a lot of food. It still needs a lot more weight. It still needs a lot more calories, and it still needs to make a lot of repairs. I'm not even really sure what all it's needing, but it's needing a lot. And so I'm trying to catch up with what it's dictating to me. So I've said enough now. I'll go ahead and roll. All right, thanks. Take care, bye. Good morning, everybody. I've got my breakfast right here, and I do apologize about the lighting. Indoor shots are never really ideal, but whatever the case may be, you can probably see enough of me. And but you can't see enough of my breakfast, so I'm going to move it to where there's a little bit better light and get an overhead shot of it, and then I'm going to dig in. But it's really good, I promise. And I haven't figured out how to jerry-rig the camera yet so that you can actually see me eating it, but we'll figure that out in the coming days or weeks. So thanks so much for your patience, and I'm going to give you a better shot and describe what the contents are in just a second. Here we are in a little bit better light,
And I will explain that I have run out of donuts. So I have backup pain au chocolat, which is always a nice thing to have around, or chocolate croissants. And so I decided to go ahead and make eggs with that, 2 sunny side up eggs. And I'm going to make a run for donuts later this morning, probably as soon as I finish this, so that I can get in there early. So let me get into this because the eggs are going to get cold, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Well, this is more like it. Here I am with my fancy camera work, and I made my donut run, and I'm so psyched to have my stash replenished. That on the right is a brownie batter infused brownie, like a Boston cream donut, yeast raised, but it's got brownie batter buttercream infused in it. It's so, so good. And then on the left is, you've seen this before if you saw another one of my videos. It's one of the flavors of the month. It's a guava with a lime curd cream infused inside, and it's a cronut. So I'm going to dive into these and enjoy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Hey there. Okay, it's a little noisy out here, but I'm on my way to get some lunch down in the Vanderbilt University area, so I hope to catch you down there. But I brought with me what I call the DC. And the DC can be one of 3 things: the designated carrier, the dessert caddy, or the donut cooler. Right now, it's the donut cooler. So follow me and I'll catch you later. Bye. Right down that street, there, oh gosh, there we go. Good sound effects for you. Right down the street is a place where I'm going to have lunch. I can't film in there, but I'll take a picture of what I get. It's called the Grilled Cheesery, and it's really good. So be back in a sec. Bye. Okay, I've got a donut here. Yay. It's actually a cronut, and it's infused with a blueberry lavender cream, which is mighty tasty sounding to me. And I thought I'd get off the beaten track for a while. Some of the traffic around here is just insane, but if you live in any urban area, you probably are finding traffic insane wherever you are. But so I'm trying to get into a little bit of a quieter space, although I will have my usual sound effects. Oh, and I'm a little bit tilted, so let me see if I can mess with that. Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna get into this. This is gonna be one of the messiest things I think I'm gonna eat, but we'll just get into it. So I thought I'd talk with my mouth full. I thought I'm just mention a little bit more about myself, as if you're interested. But, you know, for some of us that are recovering from anorexia, that are older, as I said in one of my first videos, maybe really struggling with identity and with who we are. So there's the jelly on the inside. I have an interested fly. No, you can't have any. You can't have any. So I'll try to make this short, but this is going to take me a while to eat. So we have problems with identity. Like, who are we? You know, I was 9 when I got first diagnosed with anorexia. So I know I have little hints and pieces of who I am. You can probably tell I love music. I'm not a musician, but every now and then I write about music. Using real songs, but like fictional little stories that deal where the music is intertwined. I cannot share this with this fly. Oh my goodness, go away. I was getting away from the crowds and now I'm attracting them. But I bet you struggle with this too, is that you feel like you have a lot of creativity in you, and you probably have dabbled in a lot of different things, and yet you haven't figured out what the one thing is that you're really good at, or that you can just turn into a passion, that kind of thing. So while I love music, and I'm very passionate about the songs that I like, and the artists that I like, I haven't discovered, you know, well, I'm not a musician for one thing, and I haven't discovered how to use that as a passion. And now I'm learning, though, as I go through recovery, that nothing has to be like this major expertise. Oh. So all the little things that I've dabbled in are all parts of my identity. They're not things to be tossed away. From YouTube, which is a bit of a dabble, to the writing that I do, to some art that I've done in the past. This fly better bring me $5 if he wants any of this donut. So while I was trying for something a little bit heart-to-heart and serious, it's turned naturally into basically a gooey fest full of flies. General nonsense. Oh, excuse me. And bad manners. But I'm sure enjoying the donut. And like I said, nothing has to be perfect. I mean, nothing. I'm learning that both with age and recovery, but mostly with recovery. And it's not like I was a perfectionist before. I don't think. It's not like I have a super neat room or the most perfect way of dressing or appearing or anything like that. No, quite the opposite. I kind of throw things on and run around, but but I did always have this level of expectation to be something super important, or it wasn't worth it. And now I'm finding, nah. YouTube has shown me that I'm as regular as anybody else. And that's actually a very good thing. I'm not sponsored. I can be as just regular as anyone else and still be unique. But right now, my best friend is this fly who still seems attractive even though the donut is done gone. So with those wise words, I'll depart for now, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks, bye. Okay, so I'm walking back from that Sermon on the Mount, otherwise known as Donut Dessert Time, and I realized I didn't say very much. And I was trying to tell you more about myself, and I just went on a yammering rant, which I guess is kind of like me. So maybe you got to know more about me that way. And also, I made friends with a fly, and I actually think he's packed up somewhere with my belongings here, so I might be taking him home. Anyway, I'll check in with you next time. See ya. Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm back now from my lunch outing and from my Sermon on the Mount, more like Sermon on the Rocks. Actually, I borrowed that line from Josh Ritter. He's a really good Americana musician. Anyway, I'm back from all of that, and I'm doing a little bit of filming the intro, which you've already seen. And but now I am really tired and ready to kick back. So I'm going to go watch some college football, and I'll be showing the next food shots coming right up. I hope you can hear me above the television in the background, and I don't have very good light right here, but I wanted to get a snack in. This is an Alternative Baking Company cookie. I had another one of these in another video if you saw that, but they are really substantial big chocolate chip cookies, and I'm having a pure protein bar to go along with it. And I'm still really full from having had the donut on the hillside and the wonderful grilled cheese and tater tots. That was really good. But I just want to make sure that I am just knocking out the mental hunger. I am full, like I said, but I always think of food, even though I'm sitting here with my parents watching football. So I'll shut up now and get on with it. But just wanted to get this in there just to make sure. Okay, bye. Here we have a bit of dinner, and I realize that the presentation is poor, and it's just a one-note looking kind of thing, but it will be delicious. On the right there, I have a turkey club wrap, and on the left, I have two smaller wraps that are just turkey and Swiss with some spinach and stuff. And then I've got the corn chips to go along with it. that add a little extra crunch, which I do enjoy with my sandwich. So I'm going to crunch my way out of here. I'm sorry for the lack of culinary charisma, because it's certainly not here, but I'll catch you next time. Bye. Hey everyone, it's nighttime snack time, which is a usual routine for me, and I usually have it in my bedroom right before I go to bed, working a crossword puzzle or watching TV. It's just a nice nurturing time for me. And I wasn't kidding earlier when I was talking about my culinary charisma. The presentation here is just so awful, but the food is delicious, so I will say that. So let me just show you what I've got. If you haven't seen my other videos, you might not know that I make these giant brownies. This is a quarter of a double batch pan of, I think, Betty Crocker mix. I always get that confused with Duncan Hines. But, and in it, those green things, those are mint Oreos. So I add those to the mix along with some chocolate chips. And that's a big, portion, huge. And then along with it, I'm having pure protein bars with peanut butter. So that's the nighttime look, and it looks horrible on camera, but I tell you, it tastes really good. So with that, I'm gonna go relax in my room and enjoy this, and I'll probably film an outro tomorrow. So until then, take care. Hello everyone. It's the next day, September 22nd, 2019. Everything that you just saw was filmed yesterday, September 21st, 2019. And I'm hoping that this is still relevant if you're watching in January of 2020. I'm pretty sure it would be, at least the philosophies and the recovery models that are propounded by Tabitha Farrar, Kayla Rose Katecki, and Elisa Orris. I know they will still be relevant. But I want to make this fairly short because you've been through a long haul. I thank you for making it this far, and just hear me out to the end. And number one, this video is for people that are recovering from anorexia or restrictive eating disorders, and who are mostly following the methods propounded by those 3 experts that I just named. Number 2, demonstrative eating videos are personal. So if you're eating more than what I showed that I ate yesterday, that is great. That is, if what your body is asking for is a lot more, then go for it. 3, I made this video just for the purpose of those people who, like me, are often going, I can't believe I feel this way, or I'm nervous that I ate this much, or that I've gained this much weight, and et cetera, and you go to the internet to find some inspiration, and that's why I'm making these videos. Number 4, I plan to make more videos like this in the future. They're a little bit hard to assemble, so in between I'm going to add some just snack time videos and maybe some recovery from anorexia mukbangs. Given that, I've got my token sound effect going by. I had to wait until at least a plane went overhead. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you have any suggestions or ideas or even criticisms or anything like that, just put it in the comment section. And also please subscribe if you have a Google account and are interested in more content. Subscribe or like, either one. Thanks so much. I knew I would forget something. I did forget to do a music question. Actually, it's a music video question. And first of all, in an earlier video that I made, I exhorted everyone to go watch the video To Take On Me by a-ha, because I want it to be one of the top 5 videos, music videos, from the 20th century to reach 1 billion views on YouTube. That's major, and I'm really, really rooting for a-ha. Now, aside from that, what I want to know is, which video from the 20th century, if you're older like me, you know some videos from the 20th century, which other video would you like to see reach 1 billion views in the top 10? So I'm going to throw out there that right behind a-ha are Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You, which is a cover of a Dolly Parton song, and Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I'm actually rooting for both those women to get their butts up there in the top 10 of the billion views. We need some women in the top 10. But I want you to just tell me what other videos would you like to see reach the top 10 for billion views from the 20th century, which music video. So I'm going to also add Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel should be up there. But anyway, that's just a side. All right, see you next time. Take care. Bye.